Okay, I'm gonna start sipping on this drink and then I'm gonna say a cool opener. Got it? Okay. Hey friend, my name is Daniel, and I'm really upset because I have nothing left to drink in my house that's tasty. However, I live in Utah, so I've got a whole bunch of soda shops everywhere. But why? Okay, take me back to 2010. We're going to go to a big town in southern Utah called St. George in a little tiny shop called Swig, opened by Nicole Tanner. Nicole supposedly wanted to recreate the feeling of taking ice cold Cokes from her grandparents' fridge and give it back to the people. That's why she opened Swig. What I don't get is why she wants people to take ice cold Cokes from her grandparents' fridge. So what's the big deal about it? Swig mainly sold mixed soft drinks, but it actually became the pioneer for something that we call a dirty soda. Now what's a dirty soda? Take your choice of soda, add some injected flavorings into it, and top it all off with some cream, and there you have it. A dirty soda. Now this term was trademarked by Swig in 2013 to make sure that none of the other soda shops that were being opened up at the time were able to take its beautiful, beautiful name. And it stood on business too, suing another competitor named Sodalicious in 2015 for using its golden dirty name in the menus, which ended up being settled out of court. Now another note, why is it that half of these soda shop names are kind of suggestive, as if the board of directors was trying to figure out what's okay and what's not okay to name these stores? Okay, everybody, we've been trying real hard to find a new name for our shop, but we need some suggestions. Anybody up for any? What about Gulp? Gulp. Are you Shaggy when he gets scared? No. What about Gurgle? Gurgle, are we choking on something? Oh, I got it. What about Guzzle? But we spell it G-U-Z-L. Guzzle, you're fired. What about Slurp? Slurp? Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I like that. Sounds pretty good. Now, before making this video, I had only tried a dirty soda once about a year and a half ago. Now, I had just moved to Utah, and I was really curious about what these tiny, tiny little restaurants were doing all around me. I didn't know what a dirty soda was. However, clueless little me just decided to go through the drive-thru of the local Fizz and just ask the lady at the drive-thru, oh, just give me the most popular item on the menu, anything you want. I got my mystery pop and didn't see the texture because of the styrofoam cup. Excited to try something new? I took my first sip. Utter shock filled my face. There was milk in it. Was this a mistake? Had I gotten the wrong order? Did the employee give me something that was expired? No. I simply got what I deserved. Ever since then, I had never gotten another dirty soda. They simply creamed me. Now, of course, I've talked all this game about the dirty Coca-Cola craze, but ever since the incident where I learned the hard way of what a dirty soda was, I haven't gone back since. I think it's time to go get dirty. That sounded way better, and I really don't want to do this.
Why not?
You know my last time. Like, this was horrible. Like, I just didn't expect it to be that dirty.
It gets better every following time. It gets easier.
What kind of sick freak are you?
It's not that bad. It's not even that dirty. All right, here's about this. I'll make you feel better.
No way, check it.
Which energy do you think it goes?
Water.
Ooh, Magnemite. I like them. Ooh, Magnazone. What we got coming up? Let's see. I like the colors.
There's so many.
Last one.
Ooh.
Oh, all right. Is that good enough for you? You think you can go in now?
I think so. He convinced me. So little old me had to make the exact same mistake that I made a year and a half ago.
Yeah, you gotta know what you're getting already.
Yeah, this is not like Chick-fil-A where I know the entire menu by heart.
I'm gonna ask her what her favorite thing is.
I could eat some Chick-fil-A right now.
I'll get you Chick-fil-A if you want.
Nah.
I think there's chicken in the mall.
Doing good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Sorry about this. This is, it's not pointed at you. I'm just trying to do like a little video thing, so I just wanted to make you aware before.
I did it too. No, you're good.
Okay,
Can I
cool.
just have you put forward?
Yeah, of course.
So are you like a YouTuber or?
Wanna be?
Yeah, that's fun.
What's your favorite thing on the menu?
What's your favorite drink?
Dr. Pepper.
The most popular is the Texas Tab, which is Dr. Pepper, vanilla, and coconut cream.
Yeah,
Or you want to do that?
I'll do that.
Works.
Okay.
Have
Cool.
a great day.
Thank you. You too.
I don't want to do this.
Hey, don't worry, there's a church right there. Go in afterwards.
They gave us the straws before they gave us the drinks, and it just resulted in pointless warfare.
Win. Owie. No, it's balanced on your shoulder.
Here's that first Texas Tab for you.
Cool, thank you. You can take that one.
Okay, there's that second one.
Thank you.
Everything right? I got you.
After all this time, it's finally time to try the drink again.
Cheers. It's creamy.
Yeah, getting that vanilla taste.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's okay. You ever have the Dr. Pepper Blackberry they got?
No, I haven't yet.
I think I prefer that.
Put some cream in that.
Yeah.
Now, I wasn't able to try all of the soda shops that are all over here for this video. However, I do have my girlfriend Nadia here, who has been living in Utah all of her life, and so she's been able to provide a tier list, which I'll put right here. Now, as I spent more time in Utah, I began to realize that these soda shops were everywhere. Now, why are so many people going to all these silly stores? Two things. First of all, starting with the Mormons. Now, if you're not familiar with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, there's a whole bunch of videos out there explaining who they are and the influence that they have over Utah, being the ones that founded it and all, but I'm not here to talk about that. What I'm mainly focusing on here is the rules they follow and what they are and what they aren't allowed to consume. Regarding all these soda shops in Utah, I had heard from people all over Utah that Mormons are allowed to drink caffeine or consume caffeine or not allowed to. However, I wasn't really sure why there would be so many soda shops around Utah if about half the population wasn't able to consume caffeine, where a majority of these drinks do have caffeine in them. If it was, there are all these soda shops around Utah where about 50% of the population can't even drink most of what's on the menu. So I did some digging and found this news article where an outlet interviewed an LDS historian on the subject. The historian said that Joseph Smith, the founder of the church, had received a revelation from God in 1833 telling him to forbid anybody from consuming hot drinks such as coffee and hot tea, or drinking too much alcohol, smoking tobacco, consuming too much meat. So the LDS church had to put down the coffee and let their "don't talk to me until I've had my coffee" mugs sit on the shelf longingly until they found a new owner. Now, this revelation came to Joseph Smith in the 1800s, and obviously things have changed a lot since then, but the common consensus was that hot drinks were coffee and hot tea. Now, what do these two drinks have in common? Caffeine. Now, this led to some Mormons banning caffeine from their diets altogether, while some Mormons choosing not to, while still avoiding the classic hot tea and coffee. But what did the church have to say about this? In 2012, the LDS Church made an official statement determining that caffeinated soda drinks are actually allowed. However, some people in the church still choose to withhold from having an ice cold Coke from Nicole's grandparents' fridge. And now that takes us back to our second thing. And now for our second thing, the dirty soda trend has just been absolutely blowing up over social media, starting with this picture here. Now, the earliest I can see these blowing up all over social media is about late 2021, starting with this pic of Olivia Rodrigo holding a cup that has the Swig logo on it, which was shown to her massive fan base and kind of just blew up all over the country. This post led to trends where people from Utah would showcase all of the soda shops that were around in their area, along with showing people how to make dirty sodas, showing how accessible this phenomenon truly was. On top of this, we also saw the drinks constantly in the relatively new show, The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. You can see the wives carrying around the drink all the time, calling it their Mormon crack. If you want some good Mormon drama, I'd highly suggest watching it. It's kind of crazy. And the third reason, whoa, how did they get there? Now, after learning about this, I figured I should stop by my local Maverick gas station to see if there were any of those fun drink stations that I've heard about, and I wanted to see if you can make one there. I decided to go into a Maverick that I had never been in before because as I was driving by one time, it just looked bigger on the outside, and I figured that my selection would probably be a bit bigger. What's not shown is I actually waited for about 10 minutes outside of the Maverick in my car because there were a whole bunch of scary teenagers that were in there and I didn't want to be caught filming and be made fun of. So I walked into the gas station and I saw that those teenagers were still there, so I walked around for like 5-10 minutes before waiting for all of them to leave before I began filming again, as I was still very afraid. And then I saw it, the fun drink station. How could I have never noticed it before? It was always there. It was the perfect setup made for your friendly neighborhood Utahn to go make your own dirty soda. The selection was amazing.
Even though those scary kids were gone, I was carrying this massive camcorder around this Maverick, so I was still very afraid and had not planned ahead. Feeling like I was about to be made a mockery of for my life choices, I made the risky decision of getting a Coke. Twisting my arm for the solid camera shot, I fill my Coke. Wait, did I need to save some room to put the flavoring in? Nah, I'd rather ego fill this thing up. I bet I could get it to the top first try without even spilling or looking at it. I'm really just that good at what I do. Oh, shoot, crap. It's okay, Daniel, you're still the best at everything else. I turned my butt around to the, what do you call it? Flavor bar? I saw my array of options, and feeling all the eyes on me, there were none. There were no eyes. I decided to go with the crafty decision of making a peach vanilla Coke. Also, I spilled the cream. Now, feeling like Linguini from Ratatouille, but without Remy, this cook was clueless in the kitchen. I mean, hey, I gotta start somewhere in this world. You never know. Maybe I'll become the next dirty soda connoisseur. People could come from all around the world for me to make them Michelin-starred dirty sodas straight from this Maverick. I sure hope this one's good. Maybe I'll make my own business out of this. Start my own soda shop somewhere. So long as the soda's bomber. And so long as I can get the right cap on this thing. I'll leave it for the next one. I can't believe they give us full creative control on what syrups and creams we can use. I mean, it totally cannot be abused at all. Now that this video gets half a like, I will eat a Maverick-only diet for 3 days. Now, if you're just a really big fan of super sweet drinks that you can just run through a drive-thru to go get, Utah's your place. Now, I gotta say that these soda shops are definitely a spectacle, and I'm really surprised that there are absolutely none at every single college campus around the country right now. I'm sure that the students over at the University of Michigan will be lining out the door to get a sip of their tasty gulp thirst drink. I'm really not surprised that this trend is still growing as a whole. I mean, there are swigs all over the country, almost in 7 states, and there are more soda shops outside of that. Now, if you want to open up one of these soda shops of your own, Swig has a franchising option where it takes about $500,000 to $1.1 million to open up one of your own Swigs around the country. It's a lot of sodas. This menu definitely has a lot of really good options, but I can tell you this, when I'm going to be buying that 44-ounce raspberry cream Dr. Pepper, I'm not going to be looking at the nutrition facts as I thug this thing out in 10 seconds or less. That being said, even if I do want to get my Flava Flav on without getting a lot of calories, there are still lower calorie options that I can have. For example, like the flavored waters or the 0-calorie Diet Coke specials, whatever it might be. After all, it's not about the soda shops we found, but it's the sodas we made along the way. Thanks for listening. Buy my meme coin, Guzzle.